Current real estate and loan. Hey guys, just so you know, that's my bell right there. Greg Reitz live here with Kurt Getz. Greg Reitz live from EXP Realty Reitz Team, Fresno, California. And Kurt Getz from Nexa Mortgage, the broker manager over there, rocking and rolling here in Fresno, both in the area of Herndon and Fresno Street, Fresno, California, serving the Central California Valley and beyond. Couple quick things. We're going to do a quick update in the real estate market and the real estate loan market that Kurt will give next. And so let's jump into it. Grab your drink, grab your pen, your pencil. Here, you're going to get the truth in the market. You're going to get honesty so you can make the right decision that it is time to buy and sell in real estate and invest. It's a great time for investors. Me and Kurt were just talking about that a moment ago. So let me get this out of the way, guys, real quick here. And I'm going to rerun off of this because I got some pretty strict numbers, and I can't memorize all this. Last time I tried, I came close, but no cigar. I want to give you the national headlines. Buyers are taking advantage of the new housing market pricing across the nation. Buyers in Fresno, California, the Central Valley of California are also taking advantage of the new pricing on the market. The average home was 413 a median price in July. Now it's 400 in August. I'm giving you August numbers. Remember, I'm always the last 30 days we just came out of. So this is August 2022 report. The median home price in July was 413. The median home price in August was 400, and now the median home price is 385. Do the math. Okay, cool. There's opportunities out there. Buyers are taking advantage of this new pricing, and there's great negotiation going on with powerful agents like ourselves to get the deal done for you. Typically, we're getting closing costs all paid, the right price on the home, or one or the other. So great opportunities there. The rents. Here's the other side of that. Price on houses is getting good, right? Real good right now. Secondly, the rents are at an all-time high, a national record of high rents across the nation. The average rent in the United States is $2,000 a month. That's an average. And they've broken records on the highest rents, and they're still going up. Why is that? There's not enough of housing or affordable housing for people, so rents are skyrocketed, and they don't plan on those rents going down. So I tell my buyers right now today, hey, renting, when you say, oh, I'm just going to rent, well, that yeah. I'm going to rent. Well, why would you want to rent if rents are $2,000 and that's average? So let's say you're looking for a 1,700 square foot medium home, a 1,800 square foot medium home, Fresno, California, and it's running 385.
Yeah.
Now, your rent's going to be about 2,200 to 2,500. Wouldn't you agree with that?
Absolutely.
At 2,200. Your payment could be less than that. So why would you want to rent and give another landlord your mortgage payment? He's paid his mortgage. So get smart. Let's get on the buying program. It's time to buy. So renting is no longer an option. Let's get you a deal. We can negotiate for you now. That's really the national headlines and the local market headlines in Fresno. Right now in Fresno on the stats, we have 1,284 active listings that went in August. That's 1,284 active listings hit the market. Out of that, we went pending or sold 1,120. That's 144 more properties month to month that it's going up. So a little bit more listings on the market and staying on the market a little bit longer. That's what's causing the pricing to decline slowly and getting into the right negotiations. So you're in a win-win situation. Okay, that's what's great about it. Average active price was active. Now, I'm not talking about sold. Sold are the numbers you have to look at, but active is 523 because we're putting all prices in here up to $2 million properties. And it was 537 in July. In August, it came down to 523 active.
That's interesting.
Average price per foot sold. That has fallen. $246 a square foot in July. In August, it was $240 a square foot, or about a 2%, 2.5% slide on price per square foot. Sold differential, average days on the market is 23, up from 17. Was 20 days in July, 23 days, taking a little bit longer to sell them by 3 days in August. Medium active price is 431. Medium sold price is down from July of 400 to 385 in August. So we had a $15,000 price reduction, mostly through sellers pricing the properties right to get them sold and negotiation from good agents. Um, and
Yeah, and
that's
that's
really
good news. That's good news for our buyers, because now our buyers that have been held out for so long, basically since COVID, there have been so many bullies in the market that can offer a ton over asking, and there were multiple offers, and now we're starting to see that subside a little, so that our buyers can actually have a shot at having some negotiations and getting some closing costs and all that stuff. So it's
I
really
love it.
a nice
I love
change.
seeing
We all
our
kind of
buyers
knew.
happy, right, Kurt?
Yeah,
They're coming to
yeah,
you all pre-approved and ready to go, and then say, hey, man, they paid my closing, or they dropped down 10,000 or
yeah,
24,000, or we're seeing these things. Uh, now remind you, we're looking for the best deals on the market already, so the sellers already priced them low, right? So we're
yeah.
going in there. Then it becomes more of a challenge to get them down even farther, but we're having some success. So you're right, Kurt. There's been some great opportunities coming across the desk to help these buyers, and they're happy. It's very rare to have the multiple offers, but sometimes a seller and listing agent will price them low so they can get the multiple offers. And you
Right.
have to know the truth of what the property's really worth, and be fair, right? Got to be fair.
Yeah.
So go ahead and give us the news, Kurt, and give us the mortgage rate updates. I'm excited to hear this.
Yeah, so I'd say mortgage rates are slipping a little to the higher again. Um, I'd say your conventional purchase is mid to high fives. FHA is low to mid fives, and VA is the same. If we're looking at investment property purchases, once again, those high rents help offset the higher interest rates on the investment properties. We're in the high sixes, low seven range. So they're staying steady, but today we had a little bit of an increase, and we're just going to kind of see how it goes. I expect it to recover here, but we don't know when that's going to happen. So we're just kind of hanging on for the ride.
Absolutely. And we could more than make up the difference in any difference in mortgage rates slightly ticking up in pricing on the house and negotiation. So I
Yeah, and
was showing some
speaking,
of our buyers, hey, look, your payment, you want your payment to be 2,000. Prices have went down, rates have went slightly up, right? And the payment's still the same or even lower right now. Plus they
yeah,
get
and
the
we've
tax benefit. So buyers, you're at a win, really.
we've
And
got
renting,
some we've
right?
got some good opportunities too, that we can do rate buy downs for using that seller concession. We can do, they call it a 3-2-1 buy down. So the first year you can get 2% off of that interest rate. The second year you'll get 1% off, and basically it's a seller credit that pays for that decrease. So we've got all kinds of tools to help you survive the first couple of years, and we're all planning on refis down the road anyways. So
So let me
that
break that
seller
down a little
concession
bit
can
further.
can really
That
help
has
us out.
me interested.
Yeah.
So let's say a buyer comes in, and then we're using, of course, we use you as a preferred lender. So Kurt says, hey, let's do the 2-1 buy down. And the buyer's saying, hey, my payment's going to be, let's say, 2,000. And then Kurt says, hey, let's do the 2-1 buy down. Let's get the seller. And I say, let's get the seller to pay the buyer closing cost credit. So the buyer's not out of pocket on this. And the seller comes in with $10,000
Hmm.
on the closing costs to buy down the rate, right, on a $400,000 house, let's say. So all of a sudden, that rate may go from 5.5, Kurt, to what, about 4 for the
Well,
first
it would go to 3.5 in that
3.5
scenario.
for the first year. Now
Yeah.
that could make a difference of 300-400 on your payment, right?
Yeah, that's a ton. If we're looking at payment, and let's look at a loan amount of about 340.
Yeah, I
Let's
want to give
see
the
what
I want to give
2% looks
the
like.
world out there a real scenario here, close scenario, what it's really going to be. I'm just telling you, it's hundreds of dollars a month less for the first year. I did the 2-1 buy down on my first home in 1997.
Did you? Yeah.
Yeah,
So on a loan amount about 340, 350, you'd save $436 a month for the first
bam.
year.
So instead of $2,000, now you're looking at 1,600,
Yep.
1,550 for the first year, and the second year somewhere in the middle. So maybe
Yeah.
you're at 1,800 instead of 2,000, right?
Yep. That's exactly right.
And by then you've already adjusted. It's not no big deal.
Yeah.
And then once the rates drop back down, which they always have done in history,
Hmm.
right? Then we can refinance and get out of there. Stay hasta
That's
la bye
exactly
bye.
right.
But let me say this: we got real spoiled in the United States the last few years with these 2 3/4 to 4% rates.
Yes, we did.
I never saw those rates when I bought my first two houses. I bought my first house in 1996, 97, I'd say. Um, and that was the end of 96. And I was paying 6.25 on my rate. 6.25,
Yeah.
6.75, 6.75, I think is what it was. The second home I bought in 2005, I paid 5.75. Okay. So I paid 5.75 and 6.25 to 6.75. I just can't remember that first house, 6.25, 6.75.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 6% average. And I didn't complain at all. It was good, you know.
Yeah.
However, when the rates went back down, I had refied both of them.
Absolutely.
And the rates went down and I came out a winner.
Yeah.
Well, the first one I sold before I refied 8 years after I was in it. Then the rates went down, but I sold it. The second one I refied from 5.5 down to 3.5.
Yeah.
So you're married. You're married to the house. Buyers, you're married to the house. You're not married to the mortgage payment. You're not
That's it.
married to the interest rate. So we can get out of there, right, Kurt?
Yep, absolutely. That's what
You like
that's what everybody's forecasting. All the big wigs, everybody's saying once this recession kicks in full gear, the interest rates are going to follow the inflation rates and they're going to drop. So once that
We're gonna be
happens,
in a
we
good
don't know when
spot.
it's going to be, but it sounds like it could be sooner than later. So we got a big Fed meeting this month and we'll see what it does.
It's going to work out. I've got 16 clients right now. You're getting a full boat of buyers from us right now, getting a loan pre-approved, and they're serious because they know that it's the time to negotiate, right?
Yeah.
So as it gets more intense, the buyer pressure is going to kick back up even more. So now is the time. Well, Kurt, I think that does it. Hey, one more thing.
Yep.
You have
Sure.
a USDA loan or a Cal HFA a down payment assistance where they could come in with zero to a low
Yep.
amount to get in, right?
Yeah, our low down payment loans are USDA. It's really good for it's really good because there's no mortgage insurance on those and they come in with, no money out of pocket. Our VA loans are fantastic. And then we have CalHFA down payment assistance type loans that can work now. And those are loans that before never had a chance of getting accepted because they were complicated and the sellers had so many different offers that they wouldn't take that loan that was a little harder to work on. So now with the buying power switching a little to the buyer side, those loans are getting accepted now. So it's good news.
That's what I love about it. Where everybody that was in multiple offers can get these different types of loans available to them and negotiate a good deal even off of that. It's incredible that
Yeah.
we're seeing, me and you, Kurt, and it's a great time to take advantage. One thing I like about Kurt is our preferred lender here at the Reitz team, EXP Fresno, California, for Hernan and Fresno, is the fact that he will give you the options. If there's 3 or 4 different loan types available to you, well, he's going to find out what your needs are, what's most important to you, and give you the 2, 3, or 4 different scenarios on which one's best for you. And then you, the buyer, get to see everything. You're not second guessing, and it gives you a great interest rate, so you win all the way around, and you make the choice. So
yeah, I've always been of the mindset of we need to beat the banks any way we can. And all you have to do is be smarter than the banks to do it. And it's not hard to beat the system. Figure out how long you're going to keep this loan, figure out how long you're going to keep this property, and structure your loan accordingly, because all loans are not created equal and all borrowers are not created equal. So we can do anything from, pay a loan fee and get that rate down as low as possible to no fees. Little higher interest rate, but if you're going to refi shortly down the road, sometimes that makes sense. So we just think about the global financial, picture, and then we try to beat, try to be smarter than the system, and it's not hard.
I love it. That's why I use you, for our loans, because it makes sense.
Yep.
Well, that's really it, guys. You can call Greg Reitz Real Estate Agent 559-260-1777. Greg Reitz 559-260-1777. Fresno, California, the Reitz team. And Kurt GOETZ has got his number. What's your number there, Kurt?
Yep, it's 559-392-5009.
392-5009. Guys, we like the calls and text. You can also go to our sites, look at us online. We are available. We're here by River Park, Fresno. We do the Central Valley and beyond. And we look forward to helping investors too. It's a great time for investors. All right, guys, definitely. Have a great day.
All right. Thanks, Greg.
All right.